Welcome to this show and share video. This is a 1/12 scale dollhouse project from a Serendipity miniature wood trunk kit that I assembled and decorated to resemble a vintage, say 1930 to 1940 magician's performance trunk for display. The trunk measures about 3 1/8 in length by 2 inches in width and 1 3/4 inches in height. That's when the lid is closed. There are 2 back hinges and a front latch closure. The lid top is a dome shape. A removable shelf that is 2 3/4 by 1 1/2 by 1/4 inch fits inside, resting on 2 side slats. The kit was a group project from the Toledo Area Miniature Enthusiasts Club over 10 years ago. There were other decorating ideas from other people, including wizard, steamer, travel, wardrobe, hat, or attic trunks. Currently, there are similar trunk kits available through online websites like eBay and Etsy or jeepersminiatures.com. You could make one with the dimensions that are provided. It could have a dome top or a flat top lid. You could try searching for 1/12 scale wood trunk kits, Dollhouse Miniature. There's also a printable flat top paper trunk with liners available at the printmini.com website under 1-inch furniture and appliance category. I am dusting the display case with a soft paintbrush. As soon as I'm done, I'll open up the case and go through the contents of the trunk. I also have a few items that I would like to add to the trunk, and then some pieces that I'd like to update. The trunk is temporarily displayed in the protective case that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. It's 7 1/4 by 4 3/4 inches with 5 clear panels. I painted the wood parts metallic silver. I added a removable floor base and trimmed the inside with a plain card motif border. After removing the contents from the display case, I'm going to go ahead and remove the mini hold wax that I used to secure the items. I start with the floor by using a blunt scraper and then follow it with a paper towel to rub off the sticky hold wax. I made the 5 1/8 by 6 1/2 by 1/4 inch removable floor base with a cork board middle, and then glued on paper square design top and a thin cardstock bottom. I'm really glad that I applied a thin matte coat of Mod Podge to the top because it makes the removal of the mini hold wax much easier. And there is less chance for me to tear the flooring paper top. Then I go ahead and I dust off the magic carpet rug. Next, I apply a little dab of glue to a corner of the paper top on the floor that's coming up, and then I press that to dry. There are a number of products that can be used to temporarily hold miniatures in place, including the mini hold wax that I used. There's also museum wax, removable glue dots, the blue tack putty-like adhesive, a tacky wax, Scotch clear sticky tack. Most of them are removable and reusable and non-toxic. Older products used to leave a stain, and the newer ones are so much better. But it would not hurt to do a 24-hour test in a non-conspicuous area for your special miniature pieces. I assembled my trunk kit by following the instructions that came with it. There's a YouTube video by Vancouver Dollhouse Miniatures from the 6th of November 2022 that shows an assembly process of a similar kit. It's titled 12th Scale Miniature Trunk Kit. Has a lot of neat ideas, and it would be beneficial. For the display case removable floor top, I used a piece of vintage black checkered scrapbook paper by the Paper Studio. Then I applied a watered brown paint to stain it. When that was dry, a thin coat of Mod Podge sealer. To begin the updates, I removed the paper magician advertising posters and flyers from the trunk and the floor. Some of them needed to have the wax hold also removed. I wanted to update the back sides of the paper to have the same yellow, gray, brown aged color. So I used tan, peach, and gray colored pencils. By lightly side shading the paper with the colored pencil, just in little tiny bits of color at a time, and trying to match it to the front. So I was coloring the backs and then the side edges. I made the posters and flyers on copy paper in two sizes, one by 3/4 of an inch, and the other is 1 11/16 by 1/2 inch. I made several copies of each version. The shoes were from a pack of clay beads I bought at the craft store. I repainted them using black and white acrylic paints to give it a cap-toe, spectacular look version. I think the shoes were in purples, reds, and pinks. Next, I used a brown permanent marker on the bright gold key. Then I dusted the rabbit and the top hat with a soft brush. I purchased the rabbit. It measures 1 1/4 inch tall by 3/4 inch wide. I glued white flocking to the body and ears, and then I cut thread pieces for the whiskers. The top hat has a 1 1/2 by 1 1/4 inch oval rim. The top oval is 7/8 by 3/4 inch, and it is 1 inch in height. I made it from black felt with a white ribbon band. The inside opening fits the 3/4 inch wide rabbit. To make the pop-up silk-like floral bouquet, I used pre-cut floral embellishment 3/8 inch diameter petals with green paper punches at 5/8 inch, and then I glued it onto a 1 1/2 inch wrapped floral wire and tied those 6 of them together with a black thread. I used red, orange, and bright yellow permanent markers on the light yellow flowers. And then I place a dot of glass paint in the center, brown. Then I decided to add more color to the posters and flyers by adding light tan brown permanent marker to the edges and then coloring the white playing card faces with that tan. I purchased this deck of playing cards, but you could print some from printmini.com website. Click on the 1 inch scale, select Music and Games category. To make the walnut shell and berry magic trick, I used cilantro seeds. I cut them in half, and then I colored a 1/8 inch foam ball, painted it red with permanent marker. Of course, this is my mini variation. And then I glued it to a little piece of cardstock, instead of using 3 shells and a green pea. Use a tweezers to cut the cilantro seed in half. Go along the vertical lines with the craft knife. To make the infinity handkerchief string pull trick, cut 10 or more 1 inch by 1 inch square pieces of fabric. Fold it in half, and then make a center pull pleat to a triangle shape of the fabric. Stiffen it with watered down glue and let dry. Then use a needle and thread to string together, beginning on the inside of the first handkerchief. Pull the thread through the top center and then add more, going in through the inside and out through the top. Not at the end. Instead of fabric, you could also use pieces of large ribbon that are shiny. For my magician's trunk, I made 2 handkerchief strings. One I attached to the front center, and the other I glued to the back area of the trunk under the lid. I added various bits and pieces, including jump rings and metal and plastic beads and small cap lids. For the old-fashioned handcuff trick, I used 2 lever back earring hooks connected together by a small jump ring, and then I colored with a permanent marker brown. The retractable sword trick is actually a 3-inch cocktail stick painted silver and black. The purchased sitting dove is 3/4 by 7/16 of an inch and glued with a white flock covering. A round toothpick middle of 1¼ inches is cut, sanded, and then painted black with white tips to make the wand. The magician's costume is a tuxedo outfit from a 3D scrapbook sticker set made by Jolie's Boutique Dimensional Stickers. The set included the jacket, the slacks, and felt socks. The 2 burgundy brown books are also 3D stickers from another set. I painted the trunk exterior black, and then I speckled it with silver and white by flicking a brush for the little dot effect. I glued round gold beads with a silver ring washer to make it like a wheel roller for the bottom. I covered the middle of the metal gold exterior side handles with black thread, and then I touched it up with silver paint. I glued a brown paisley paper pattern for the trunk shelf and lining. The shelf straps are black ribbon with jewelry rings in the center. I trimmed the outside of the trunk edges in thin black felt strips. Then I made circle glue dots. When it was dry, I painted the dots with gold paint. I also added gold ribbon straps. Then I applied glue dots. When dry, I painted that gold. For the new additions to the trunk contents, I made a tan pair of faux suede slacks by using a similar size compared to the tuxedo sticker slacks. Next, I made an underwear, t-shirt, and boxer trunk set. I want to fold them so that they'll fit underneath the trunk shelf. I reassemble the shelf with the tuxedo slacks by tucking them in underneath the black ribbon, and then sliding the books on over to the right, putting the socks in the middle, and then adding some playing cards by the slacks. Next, I fold those new tan suede pants and the underwear, the t-shirt, and the trunks. And once I get them into a foldable shape I like, I glue them together. Then I place them into the bottom of the trunk. I still have room for more items, so I think I'm going to make a vest, a DOP toiletry kit, and maybe a magician's cape. I add more items, including the dice that I just made from the previous video. Also, some tiny white pom-poms for inside the black cup caps. Then I replace the flower bouquet by putting it through the right handle side opening. And then I add the walnut game back on the top with the magic wand and some more playing cards in the shelf. Now, I can place the updated Magician's Stage Performance trunk back into the display case. I place the floor base in first. Then I add the magic carpet rug. Then a few poster flyers on opposite corners. The trunk itself. The rabbit in the top hat. The spectator shoes. A playing card, and the skeleton key. I make a few more minor adjustments, and then I take a look from the top to see if everything looks okay. And then I close the lid, and I'm going to place it back into my miniature display area. And a special thank you for my magician model. In the future, I may add a cotton shirt, a faux suede vest, a magician's cape, rope trick, a leather look wallet and DOP kit, toiletry bag, with some Christenbond bath and vanity items. I already have my little bag started for these supplies. And I was able to add my mini dice that I just made in my prior video. I hope you enjoyed this show and share video of my 1/12 scale Serendipity Vintage Magician's Trunk. Thank you so much for watching.